VA accountability is essential to making sure that our veterans are treated with the respect they have so richly earned through their blood, sweat, and tears.
President Trump signing legislation today aimed at reforming the Department of Veterans Affairs.
And that bill, it gives VA leadership more power to fire employees as well as protect whistleblowers. Local 10 D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo live at the White House now with more of the details. Ross.
Well, Lori and Janine, that VA bill signing should have been the headline out of the White House today, but instead, once again, everyone is talking about those presidential tapes. The president himself was speaking about it just this morning, but instead of clearing anything up, he seems to have added more confusion and a little more suspicion.
I don't have any tape, and I didn't tape.
The president this morning admitting that his tweet suggesting that there may be tapes influenced former FBI Director James Comey.
But when he found out that that there may be tapes out there, whether it's governmental tapes or anything else, and who knows, I think his story may have changed.
And today, Sean Spicer saying it was intentional.
He wanted to make sure that the truth came out, and by talking about something like tapes, made Comey in particular think to himself, I better be honest, I better tell the truth.
Then at the White House briefing, Sean Spicer seeming to take a step back.
Is he conceding that he used Twitter in a way he believes changed the behavior of a congressional witness?
I'm not going to comment.
This coming as speculation grows from this carefully crafted admission yesterday that he did not make and does not have any such recordings. It doesn't definitely answer if anyone else has tapes.
He left open the possibility that they may exist.
Trump's own top advisors not clearing up the confusion.
He answered definitively yesterday that he has not made such tapes. He doesn't have such tapes, but there could be.
The president also questioning the objectivity of special counsel Robert Mueller.
Well, he's very, very good friends with Comey, which is very bothersome.
Meanwhile, the president signing a bill to reform the Department of Veteran Affairs.
To make sure that the scandal of what we suffered so recently never, ever happens again.
And the president optimistic today over health care passing the Senate.
It's not that they're opposed. They'd like to get certain changes, and we'll see if we can take care of that.
Well, tonight we do have some positive news coming out of Congress. Take a look at this. Steve Scalise, the representative who was injured in that baseball shooting 8 days ago, just a few minutes ago, has been upgraded in his condition. He's now been moved out of the ICU, and he's in a regular hospital room recovering now in fair condition. Lori, Janine, he is well on the way towards a positive recovery. For now, it's the very latest live from the White House. Back to you.